What is going on, everybody? I'm Luke Goodish, author of Vipers and Red Rocks. Today, I'm going to show you some of the vintage paperbacks I've gotten over the last, I don't know, say 2-3 months, over summer, essentially. These are the paperbacks I've gotten, the vintage paperbacks. So, start here. Luke Short. This is Bounty Guns. I'm trying to read more non-Louis L'Amour westerns. So if you have a western author you think is fantastic, I'm trying to get into like Luke Short, Elmore Kenton, Max Brand, that kind of thing. Of course, I've read Cormac McCarthy and things like that, but I'm trying to read ones that would be contemporaries of Louis L'Amour as well. Zane Grey, things like that. Anyway, Mission MIA by J.C. Pollock. Picked this up. I haven't read this one yet, but I picked this one up off the recommendation of Jack Carr, one Mr. Jack Carr. Maybe you heard of him. This one is Wilderness by Robert B. Parker. Robert B. Parker is an author that I know and respect, and the plot for that sounded incredible. Most of these came from a new bookstore in my area called All About Books with Tender Love and Care. So if you're around that area and you look it up and it's near you, go there. Next one, Smoky Valley. This is by Donald Hamilton. So again, trying to do a non-Louis Western there. You gotta see the theme. This one is sweet. I love this. The Lost Baudry. And who's this by? Nelson Nye. First off, beautiful cover. Love that. It's so sweet. And great little plot there. Great fun read. This one is the Illustrated Classics version, Pocket Classics, sorry, of The Sea Wolf. I'm going to put my mic down a second. These great illustrations in there for The Sea Wolf by Jack London. Got that for my son. And again, that comes from that same bookstore. Now, these next three, I guess, maybe don't count as vintage paperbacks, but also they kind of do because it's from Hardcase Crime, and they go with either that vintage feel or they're straight up a vintage book, like a reprint. So this is Lawrence Block, The Girl with the Deep Blue Eyes, and I haven't read this one yet. Okay, so I'll explain. I don't think I have the one with me, but I'll explain. Hardcase Crime, after I read 5 Decembers, and it was maybe the best book I read all year. Oh, it is in this stack. I guess I could have waited. But I read that. I absolutely loved it, and I wanted to get every Hardcase Crime book that ever existed ever. So I picked this one up, and this one up, Nobody's Angel by Jack Clark. One day when I was at Barnes & Noble, and I saw them, because, 5 Decembers just blew me away. I had to read it in like 2 chunks. It's like once and then picked it back up like a month or 2 later. So it took me way longer to read it than I would like, but it was fantastic. And I love the covers. I love what they're doing to bring back that vintage pulp paperback feel. And so I want all of them. Now these still have the prices on them. These are the most recent ones I got from just a half price books. These are sweet though. Look at this cover of Call of the Wild. Boom. Call of the Wild. Here's the back. And then Conan the Warrior, baby. Conan the Warrior. So I'm trying to read a little bit more Robert E. Howard. I've heard so much about him. He's kind of considered the king of pulp by a lot of individuals. And so I've always been a Doc Savage guy. That's the last one here. Always been a Doc Savage guy, but I want to read more pulp in general, learn more characters in general. And Robert E. Howard, I mean, he's made tons and tons and tons of characters. So I want to get into Conan. I want to get into Elborak and Solomon Kane and his back catalog of characters. So that's it. Those are the paperbacks I've gotten over the summer, essentially. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, and I'll see you on the Men's Adventure Fiction podcast this Wednesday, where we're going to be talking about one of the greatest, most legendary, iconic explorers in men's adventure fiction. So if you know who that is, if you think you have a guess, either you can comment below or come check us out Wednesday and see if you were right. Take care.